If you're looking for inspiration this summer, it may be as easy as taking a walk through the park. Every Tuesday, residents of the city of Brampton, Ontario converge downtown for inspirational music in the park.
Inspirational music in the park is a combination of churches coming together every Tuesday night, or different church choirs, music groups, just presenting ministry through music. Pretty park.
Leslie Morgan is event organizer and the woman who started it all 11 years ago.
And on a nice night, we've seen up to 500-600 people easily. I've got 5 to 6 different artists every night. I've got 4 different canopies and 10 different tables, and 4 of them are just strictly giving away Bibles and Christian literature and tracts and children's things. And then we have tables with information about all the churches in Brampton and other concerts. We have a refreshment booth, and we have a prayer tent, which is really a key part of this ministry. I think there might be more.
The goal, she says, is to take positive, faith-based music from the pews to the public.
Because a lot of people won't go to church, but they don't mind coming to a park with a lawn chair and sitting and listening. I wanted people to see that there's such a variety of music, and there's all styles, and these concerts of Christian music can be fun because being a Christian is fun. It's not dull and boring like some people seem to think it might be.
The other goal was to get churches in Brampton working together.
To be more effective in our community, and this is one way that we can do it, through music. So for example, all of my committee, my team, are made up of all the different denominational churches in Brampton, and all the artists and performers also are from all the different churches. How are you tonight?
The idea for weekly summer shows came to her while attending concerts at this very same park.
They were just concert band music, and God sort of kept giving me this idea to bring Christian music out of the churches.
And for 2 years, she sat on that idea. But in 2001, she took a leap of faith.
I really didn't know what I was doing, to tell you the truth. I was very shy, very quiet, but I just knew I had to do this. So I approached the city, and I sent a letter to city. It went around to about 6 different people. They didn't know how to respond. Finally ended up on the desk of the theater, arts, and music director in Brampton, and he liked my vision.
Later, Morgan learned that her vision to see concerts of faith in Gage Park had actually been years in the making.
After one of the concerts, I had someone come up to me, approach me with this little old lady on her arm, and she said to me, "Leslie, you've got to hear what this lady just told me." And so this little old lady shared with me that 50 years ago, which would be 60 years now, her Bible study at her church met in Gage Park and prayed that God would use this park for His glory. And she told me that night, she said, "Tonight I have seen our prayers answered of 50 years. So to me, that was just confirmation that I'm just doing what God's called me to do.
Yes, I'm filled with that promise.
At Inspirational Music in the Park, there isn't a genre of music you won't hear.
There's, oh my gosh, there's about everything you get in Christian music. From a lot of worship bands are coming down, a lot of soloists, what can be contemporary. There's Caribbean music, reggae music. There's a jazz trio coming down.
And that musical diversity, along with the positive message, has hit a high note with the city's residents.
It kind of gets people out, it gives people something to do. You know, you hear stuff like this in other cities, but you never hear of it in Brampton, so it's going to bring the community together.
People are very friendly, very warm, and just display the love of Jesus to anybody that comes.
I think the city of Brampton needs some of this because not everyone knows about God, so now they can have a chance to kind of see who He is and stuff.
She's been doing this for, I think, 11 years, so I think it was around the time of 9/11 when people started looking for a need for inspirational type things, and because it's not labeled a Christian event, it's more accepting to other non-Christians to come and maybe check it out and see what's inspirational about the music.
And while it's safe to say most event planners would be happy if hundreds of people showed up to their events every week, Leslie Morgan wants to see more people at the park.
I would like to see it grow into something even bigger. I'd like to even see other cities approach me to help them get something like this started in their city. So wherever God takes it, that's where we'll go.
How to feel God's plan.
And as the summer concert series wraps up its 11th season, Morgan hopes that tonight, this crowd leaves Gage Park a little more inspired.
I just enjoy watching people be blessed. I love music. I saw music as a vehicle to share the gospel message. And so when I see that happening in a public setting, it's just, to me, it's wonderful. It's like a piece of heaven here on a Tuesday night.
In Brampton, Ontario, Bridget, Antwi, 100 Huntley Street.